day, alone in my room, and plenty of books to read.
Bernadetta, I have something to discuss with you.
What? I didn't do anything.
No need to be defensive. I am not angry.
Oh, you definitely are. I can tell. Just get it over with. What did I do?
You did not do anything wrong. Please, listen. Look, just breathe, will you?
Can't breathe. Too scared.
I see that you are struggling. Please calm down.
Easy for you to say.
I just wanted to discuss how you are always hiding in your room. It seems like something must be troubling you, for you to shut yourself away like that. If something is the matter, maybe I can help. But you need to tell me what it is first.
No, no thanks. I'm fine. See, I'm breathing out. You fixed me. Can I go?
Do you not realize that life is passing you by? Have you no desire to venture beyond this reclusive lifestyle? There is a whole world waiting for you out there. The social life of a noble is actually rather...
Just stop it. I'm not interested.
Bernadetta, this is unhealthy behavior. I beg you to take my hand, otherwise I will have to pick you up and carry you, and neither of us will...
What if I actually like being alone? Is that so hard to imagine? It's none of your business. Get lost!
Ugh!
Oh, oh no!
Ouch! I sprained my wrist.
Oh, no, 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 no. Now you've done it, Bernie. Now, you're his eternal rival.
I do not wish to hurt you. Actually,
No! I'm done for! You'll be the death of me for sure!
maybe I should just come back later.
Oh my. Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to waste.
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Did you hear about Flayn? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything...
Now you know your limits. Failure is not an option. Witness my power. Your defeat was inevitable. You're weak. Now you know your limits. Hello? We must begin our search for Flayn, Professor. If she ran off of her own free will, that's her business. But that may not be the case. For her sake, I suggest we assume that she was abducted and begin an investigation. Who benefits from kidnapping her? Let's gather all the information we can on anyone who's been acting strangely. I have a favor to ask.
Did you... Some of the...
Please not in here! Ugh. I guess I have to let you in to prove it, don't I? There, see? No one's in Bernie's room but Bernie. Maybe Flayn just wanted to be alone for a while. Have you considered company?
Let's see.
Professor! No.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk?
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Today, there is quite a bit to report. There is a masked individual who has been going into town every evening and not returning until the following morning. You see? Nothing gets past this guard. I doubt it has anything to do with Flayn's disappearance, but... well, better safe than sorry, I always say.
Oh?
What brings you here? I'm taking a break.
Professor?
To think that Flayn would disappear like this. Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while. I also noticed him...
Professor?
This might be the first time I've ever seen Sedith look so worn down. If poor Flayn was lured away by anyone, I personally think the clear suspect is that miscreant from Dusker. Those people are deceptive by nature.
Young Flayn's disappearance is most troubling.
If Flayn has been taken hostage, then we know she is alive. At least for now. There would be no point to abducting her if simple murder was the object. That's...
Let's see. I can't believe Flayn just disappeared. I don't like it one little bit. Oh, are you here to see someone? Alois and Shamir and all the knights are gonna head into town soon. can't believe... Oh, Alois. I can't... Oh, Alois. Thanks.
Whoa. I was originally assigned to investigate those reports of the Death Knight in the town near Garreg-Mach. When I think how many more victims that dastard might claim while we're all busy searching for Flayn. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. We're all under a lot of stress right now. It's important that we find her quickly.
Let's see.
There have been a lot of rumors swirling around lately about a Death Knight who kidnaps people from the nearby town. You don't think Flayn was... you know... do you? Whether the rumors are true or not, I just hope our Flayn is safe.
Hi.
What is it? Is something the matter? I see. So, Flayn has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search.
Professor! I saw him. A knight wielding a gigantic scythe. He was just like the rumors say, all covered in jet black armor. It was the Death Knight. I just know it. You don't think he has something to do with Flayn's disappearance, do you?
Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flayn's disappearance. Do you know, Professor? Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company.
Flayn was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... no. They remind me of Warriors of Bridget before she was here. What was she getting up to?
Okay.
Do you really think Flayn was kidnapped?
I have a feeling you're right. We really need to find her, and quickly.
Professor, I've only ever spoken to Flayn a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her. What makes you say that? This is hardly the time for teasing, you know.
Flayn? No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. Oh, you're looking for her. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else. I just recently learned she has a crest. Did you know that, Professor? If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense... Oh, no, I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flayn.
Professor!
Young Flayn's disappearance is most... What? Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you who. A fool, that's who. Alas, Seteth would never allow. However, while Flayn's major crest of Sethlin is rare, there are others who possess it.
Professor!
Hello?
What? Hey! I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped or what. I just know that Flayn's in trouble. That's it. I can't keep sitting around. I gotta go find... Now, where do I start?
Hello?
You're looking for Flayn's kidnapper. I can't say anything for sure, but I do have suspicions about Yaritz. There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. It couldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least. At this hour, I think you'll find him sparring with Catherine at the training grounds.
Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flayn might have eloped. I don't know. I was just suggesting things, and suddenly I was seeing stars and Ingrid was yelling at me.
Professor!
The whole monastery has been turned upside down. I wonder if we're still going to have the Battle of the Eagle and Lion next month. It's a yearly tradition, but with things the way they are right now, it's hard to imagine. At any rate, I hope they find Flayn soon.
A beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air? It is like something out of a book. If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman. Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to? The greenhouse. I did not think of that. I will take a look around there later.
I hope Flayn isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them. Now that I think about it, I saw Alois hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flayn, you know? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry.
Wow, this is all kinds of tasty.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
Sounds fun! Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
Thank you so much.
I have gratitude.
Thanks.
If Flayn were taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away? What could it be then? What possible motive could there be to abduct her?
Where could Flayn have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her, but he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flayn. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too.
Let's see. I have thoroughly surveyed the entire monastery, and yet I have not found a single trace of evidence that suggests Flayn was abducted. Perhaps we must seek out personal recounts rather than physical evidence. In any case, we must hurry before something terrible happens.
I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flayn's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she is all.
Okay.
Oh? Flayn's gone missing. Where could she be? If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something by now. I don't like the sound of this. Flayn, if it were...
I bet Flayn ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Seth any longer. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother.
Impressive. Nice work.
Did you hear about Flayn? Some of the what? Yuritsa? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him? I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk? What? Me? Abduct Flayn? You can't really believe I did that. Well, this may sound silly, but I was too scared to even look. I couldn't bear the thought of finding her in its depths.
Oh? What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Is this about Flayn? You find me suspicious. True. Your point being, I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Sarah, but that hardly links me to Flayn's disappearance.
What is it? Is something the matter? I see. So, Flayn has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons? I was away from the monastery for a few years, but do not forget, I have spent more than 4 decades in total working here at Garreg Mach Monastery. Yet it was not until recently that I learned that Seth has a sister. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that.
Professor!
I've served here at Garrick Mach in some capacity or another for several decades now.
But after all that time, even I can't claim to know everything about the layout.
Searching the entire interior of the monastery is a more difficult task than you may think.
It makes you wonder who designed such a titanic compound.
There are fragments of records remaining from its original construction, but none of them name an actual architect.
Professor!
Perhaps. Professor, have you still not found any leads regarding Flayn's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere. Not even the knights on guard have seen anything of note. Yes. Let us work together. It reassures me to have you by my side. May the goddess protect dear Flayn until she returns to us.
Dear goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flayn. Please protect her. May I ask a favor?
Hey, you.
I didn't mean to trouble you.
Anyway, I heard something like this happened last year, too. Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits. I thought the same. Could there be a connection?
Reflecting on it now, Flayn has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive. You might be right. Whatever the case, Sedith seems to care for her more than anything.
Miss Flayn's whereabouts are unknown. I pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation? I was once a knight, in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. Annette is... she is my... but no. I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask no more.
Because of Flayn's disappearance, all of the knights are searching non-stop. But we haven't found a single lead. Sedith's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort. I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right.
Really?
Impossible. You ask the impossible. Oh, Flayn. She would never have left the monastery of her own volition. Why is there not a trace of her to be found?
Professor, I knew I could count on you. Manuela ran off with Yuritsa's mask? We'll have to speak with both of them. But where could Manuelo be? Yuritsa is likely at the training grounds, or in his quarters on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
Ow! All I did... Oh, that's mine! Oh, thanks, Professor. All I did was...
Hello there.
Perhaps. May the god... Yes, that is surely.
If it were a book. Oh, I was looking for this. Flayn? No, I haven't seen. If it was a. Oh, no. Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of it.
Dear, please, what? Yes.
It couldn't add this up.
I heard some... Hey!
I'm... Thanks.
You have my gratitude.
Thanks.
Did you see the man with the sickle? He looked like death itself. I saw him at the end of the road, but he stepped around a corner and out of sight. I think he used some kind of secret passage.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Someone's gone missing up top. And guess what? Because of that, this backup guy is still here. Ah! Can't catch a break, can I? The investigation may be over, but I thought it best to stay by your side a bit longer. Hear that? Mr. Backup is here voluntarily. I guess that's okay. He's actually not so bad. First the knights, then some monk. Now a teacher? Church setting up a punchline for a joke or what? You genius, you're a teacher, aren't you?
Need something? See you again soon.
But as soon as word spread of Flayn's disappearance, the knights burst into abyss. We tend to be the first suspects when these things happen, you see. I suppose it's little surprise when there are shady characters always coming and going.
What kind of scumbag would kidnap poor Flayn? She must feel so scared and helpless right now. I hope she's okay. Not really. I just know what it's like to be in that situation. I was kidnapped once, you know. Hopefully we get her back safely.
You looking for someone? Huh. Try asking Yuri. He's good with stuff like that. I'm better at hitting things than finding them. Honestly, I didn't even know Sedith had a sister. If you figure out where she is and need some muscle, just holler. We all have our strengths. For me, my strength is my strength.
Nah. Looking for Flayn? Some knights came looking a bit ago, too. I did some of my own hunting, but didn't find any promising leads. I even had some of my people search for her throughout the underground. To no avail. Think about it. The monastery is some 1,000 years old. Who knows how many hidden passageways exist? She could be here, or anywhere, really.
How did you know Dorothea was an orphan?
I hear she buttered up some noble and he enrolled her in the academy.
Does someone like that even belong here?
I suggest ignoring them.
Lynn, don't scare me like that.
You seem less scared than surprised, but that's quibbling, I suppose. As for those two gossips, unimportant. I suggest forgetting all about them and their petty words. Join me for a meal. I've been the target of a lot of gossip, and eating generally makes me feel better.
Don't pretend we're the same. If I could brush it off so easily, I would.
It doesn't seem particularly difficult. Where's the problem? Is this about your pride?
No, not even a little bit.
What then?
Lynn, please just go away. I want to be alone right now.
That's fine. But your life is your own business. It's not something that can be affected by the petty words of a stranger. Sorry. I kept talking, didn't I? I'll stop now.
Please do.
But as soon we tend, I suppose. I can't be expected to remember where I leave every small object. Return that at once. At once, I say.
What the?
I've eaten many meals in my time, but this is divine.
I can eat.
Constance, do you think you'll be able to work in your present condition?
Let us hope that I prove no barrier to accomplishing our given task.
Indeed. Let's just get through this as best we can, shall we?
This isn't indicative of my true capabilities. It so happens that I was somewhat...
I am well aware of your capabilities, so perhaps you could refrain from...
I think I got it.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
I'm a well-oiled machine.
Mastery is within...
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me. Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you? Is that so? Unfortunately, I am unable to believe that such words fell from Gerald's lips. I want you to know that you are free to speak candidly. There is no need to spare me from the truth, however harsh it may be. Since you're here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights. Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also... Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... well... suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.